Hello everybody, this is NCS and welcome back to Let's Play Vampire's Dawn Reign of Blood. And today we will hopefully finish our way through Abraxas Tower. Took us long enough. Okay, let me see if we want to go... Yeah, we want to go up. Just had to check something. Because over here is a hidden passage. If we go into this hidden passage, we want to move a bit to the right, then all the way up, and then all the way to the right, down, and to the left. And then we get a protect ring. Our... how many? Wait. Oh right, I have 3 equipped, so 7th. Sure, works for me. I mean, if you don't know where to get them, I guess the more the better. But I do know where to get them. So now I'm swimming in them. Well, I could always sell those items if I really wanted to, but I don't. I mean, this late in the game when you have that much of the best equipment already, you don't have that much of a need to buy anything anymore. Except for restorative items maybe, but even then, you don't really need them. Anyway, here's another hidden passage with a sting ring. Not really necessary either. Anyway, another hidden passage over here. You need to go slightly to the left at a certain point. And this last treasure in there, you can get that with this hidden passage here, and it contains a blood elixir. And those kind of treasures are the reason why you don't even need to buy restorative items with the money you have. Anyway, in this floor here we have another teleporter puzzle. You want to move to the left here first. By the way, if you step onto the wrong teleporter, you just get sent back to the beginning. So, yeah, it's just a matter of going onto the right teleporter. If you're in the wrong, you're, well, just going back. But where am I now, actually? Okay, up there. So, if you don't have a map or a walkthrough or anything like that, this place here is pretty much just guesswork. Okay, now we want to move to the left here to get this treasure here for an elixir. Nice! Fortunately, this place here is really easy to navigate through once you know what to do. By the way, if you step onto the highlighted tile down here, you get sent back to the beginning. So don't do that. Okay, for this floor here, well, what I'm going to do is here's the map of this floor here. The red path is the quickest way to the next floor if you don't want to get any treasures, and the blue path is the way to the treasures, with the green paths leading to the treasures, well, in the end. So I'm going to take the long path to get all the treasures, but if you don't want to go on a treasure hunt, well, just take the short path. However, if the first treasure already is an elixir, that has to mean that there's a lot of treasure for us here. Or a lot of good treasure, that is. Well, sort of. It really depends on your definition of good. The elixir was actually the best. But this place here, if you don't have a walkthrough of some kind, you really want to have view of ghosts. Because otherwise, getting through here is really annoying. Anyway, here we get a mage shield if we go down and to the right. For this hidden passage here, you want to be a little careful not to overshoot an optional path down here. It's your treasure chest containing a Gargash armor. How good was that anyway? Decent at best. And you need to be careful not to overshoot it, because one step further to the right and up is the actual path. If we go to this hidden passage here, we get a Redux Sword, which is outdated since, like, forever. Where the heck? Wow, I didn't expect the hidden passage to be that low. And finally, I wanted to save. Crap! Okay, I meant to save actually before stepping up here. I didn't expect the automatic trigger to be that low. Crap. I hope I would die now. Well, there he is. Now he's in for it. That is Abraxas? Good gracious. Ah, there you finally are. And it seems that I meet an old acquaintance as well. Background music from a really popular Final Fantasy game. What? Oh, might as well actually play the original song there. Sounds a lot better than this MIDI remix. What is that supposed to mean? It has been so long. What's wrong, Asuka? What has been so long? About 400 years ago, to get to the heart of it. Your friend, well, through me, he has become a vampire. Pardon me? He is right. I remember. His bite has turned me into a vampire. How can that be? Well, actually, I'd wanted to kill him. However, a certain Vincent Waynard intervened. Why did you never tell me? That won't change anything anymore. It was amusing to see how you slashed your way up through here. But now, your time has come. Apart from that, I have to criticize you for being of quite a thieving nature. Simply plundering all of my chests. I cannot simply endorse that. However, I will appreciatively rob your corpses. This will compensate for that. But your heads will earn me enough to completely renovate this tower here anyway. Wow! This tower must be cheap then. For such an unbelievable interior architecture burns through my money quite a bit. You eradicate all the vampires so you can expand your damn tower? My motives are not of your interest. You're nothing but a disgusting vermin. Alright, then let's show him our power! I cannot. Why not? Haha! You don't know anything, do you? A vampire cannot destroy his creator. Not even attack. It is in the nature of vampires. It has always been like that, and it will always be this way. I have never seen a vampire before that was strong enough to destroy his creator. Then just Elaine and me will cut your head to pieces? Asuka, would it damage you if we kill him? No, as long as I will not attack him myself. Then you will soon be a blood ghost, Abraxas. Time will blur, blood will curdle, and Abraxas wins. Always! Such a stupid line fits perfectly to you, you scum! Die, whore! Can't I say? Oh well, I will probably die and, we'll have to go through everything again. I don't care. That one more text there. Yeah, what did you do with Aisha/Milana? Haha! She was my toy. A trap. Ew. You made her into a monster! What nonsense! You pitiful failed spell made her into what you finally destroyed? However, she was my slave, forever, until you killed her. Wrong! We loved each other for many years! Haha! Yes, in that year you got to know her, she had foolishly fled from me. What a fatal mistake she had made. Fled? Didn't she tell you? Milana and I had been a couple for many decades. She was my property. Then you can't really say you were a couple if she was your property then. I don't know what kind of relationship that is, but I'm thinking way too much about that already. I had made her into a vampire. She was my bride. But one day, she apparently had enough of me, and she fled. That can't be! She would never love you! Who said she left me? She was my property. My toy. My sex object. And your trap! Oh, wait. No, I don't want to make that joke after all. No! Created to satisfy my desires. Yet I treated her well, gave her presents, jewelry, pretty dresses. But then she had enough one day, and fled secretly. And landed in your arms apparently. And she hid at your place until I had found her again. And then I gave her an adequate punishment for her escape. You brutally murdered her! Ha ha! No, I didn't do that. I didn't murder her. I only abused her. Ha ha! It gave me such pleasure. You perverted bastard! She was dead already, you're lying! Wrong. She still lived. She was only paralyzed from the sword in her heart. That's why your miserable spell failed, and made her into a lunatic. Liar! You had contact with her! Oh yes. After she fled from you, she came back to me. She came crawling, and she begged me. Oh, how she begged. And begged for mercy. She wanted to come back to me. On all four legs she kneeled in front of me, whimpered like a cur. Yet I, in my infinite graciousness, took her back in, and explained to her she would lure you into a trap, and showed her the crystal cave. She destroyed Tradon and made everything ready for you. And of course, you fell for it. Only too bad that little whore still didn't have enough power to kill you. Because this was the condition to stay with me. Yet she failed. Unfortunately, you then got to know the code for my cave. However, when Molana didn't answer me, I understood everything already. I then traveled back to my tower and waited for you. You are truly the most abnormal, disgusting scum I ever witnessed. Oh, I feel honored. No one ever phrased it as nice as you, little whore. And why did you flee back to your tower and didn't wait in that cave for us? That's a good question. I'd say because this tower has been enchanted with my magic, and because I feel more at home here. So, the right place to kill you. Furthermore, the magic of this tower strengthens me. But that's only by the way. Then you're going to die now, for what you've done to Aisha. Aisha sounds so cute. A nice name she gave herself. Enough talk, your time is over now. Die! Die? Ha ha! I could have killed you back then. Yeah, why didn't you do that? That would have spared you a lot of trouble, you know? And your corpse would have gone to seed in the smelly cave. Why do you think you're still living? Because I was merciful like that. Merciful or just plain stupid? Merciful my ass! There's way more behind that. Ha ha! So you haven't gone all that route. Well, you're still alive because I reckoned you would talk like mad in your state of shock about what you had seen, and thus you would have become an endangerment for all vampires, because you would have awoke in another holy war against the vampires, and thus you would have become the target of the vampires. And while they were hunting you, I simply would have taken on one after the other. You lousy bastard! Your abnormal games will find an end now! And with now, he means next time here on Let's Play Vampire's Dawn Reign of Blood. This was NCS, and farewell for now.